what your Billy do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Wizards of Toronto. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Toronto. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's out right at the 25. 13 yards on the game's opening play. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be Falcon football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Into space at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Down.
Young now from the 50. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Young's throw into the hands of Pitts here. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down. Here's Young. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Amon-Ra St. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the catch made by Johnson. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Hey, 73, 73.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Caught on the right side by Jones. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Call up Yeti. Hey, Silver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Hurts looking to change the play. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And it's caught. Touchdown. Velus Jones. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Wizards are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they... Oh, Young loses it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play fake. Now Young. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand. They're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, here's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. And now they'll shift things around. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Looking to throw, Young. Short throw caught by Pitts. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Young. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Again, it's Young. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Young trying to hurry them up to the line here. And he will find his man on the outside. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Young off the play fake. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Final play of the half. Young. And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the second quarter as they take the lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is up to 5.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak.
As
and
we'll
for the call of the second half,
we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will... At the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Young on third down. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Young to throw on fourth. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Hurts going to move him around. And Chubb will try the middle here. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's not going to get the 1st. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's play it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Mims in motion left. 3rd and long for Young. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jacobs is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach. because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He'll find Jones again, complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
Back to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Following the interception, Young. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown.
He's got room at the 30. Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Another extra point opportunity here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Young, caught out wide. 20 down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And Young's throw there incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Young with it, 3rd and goal. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They throw it out right, complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Marvin Mims, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
First down 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go.
It's Young on 1st down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Ready?
They go play action. Young. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Marvin Mims with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, 73.
Throwing is Hurts. Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. That's good for 28 yards.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Chubb.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and goal. Try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To the right side and complete to Atwell.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
63.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're...
There he goes, right side.
There he goes up the right sideline. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 50 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
22 needle.
And Young's going to throw it here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Watch out now. 6.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's